Welcome, fight fans. MMA Station is here to bring you another epic combat story. In this episode, we will talk about Justin Gaethje, a true UFC BMF Belt owner and a spectacular warrior. Get ready and let's go. Justin Gaethje is an incredible fighter who garners immense admiration from fight fans. His bouts often deliver breathtaking moments, showcasing his unyielding fighting spirit. His punches are like sledgehammers, even acknowledged by Khabib, who likened them to being hit by a truck. This fact is constantly evident in all of his fights. In his recent match, Gaethje faced Dustin Poirier in a highly anticipated rematch, managing to avenge his 2018 loss by knocking out Poirier. This long-awaited showdown took place in Utah, headlining the UFC 291 card. Gaethje demonstrated dominance in the first round, culminating in a second-round victory through a head kick. With this win, Gaethje secured the BMF Belt, a title established in 2019 when Jorge Masvidal defeated Nate Diaz to become the inaugural champion. When the fight between Gaethje and Poirier was initially announced, most fans predicted Poirier's triumph, considering Gaethje the underdog. However, it became evident that Gaethje had grown since their last encounter. While Poirier was celebrated for his durability and ground game, Gaethje's improvements were striking. Poirier's record showcased impressive victories over Max Holloway and Conor McGregor, solidifying his Brazilian jiu-jitsu and boxing expertise. His submission prowess, adding another layer to his already impressive skill set. Poirier's achievements in the octagon were remarkable, and his seasoned intelligence prevented complacency. The fight began with Gaethje utilizing leg kicks to target Poirier's legs. His unique boxing technique dismantled Poirier. Poirier responded with impactful leg strikes, yet failed to bring Gaethje down. The fighters exchanged combinations, with Gaethje gaining the upper hand. Despite a visible cut above Gaethje's eyes, it hardly affected his stamina. The second round held promise initially, but Gaethje's high leg kick sent Poirier to the canvas, finishing the fight before referee Herb Dean intervened. Gaethje managed to add one final blow. Now, let's see what Gaethje's record was before the second Poirier fight. But first, as always, stay informed by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the MMA action. Since their initial encounter, Poirier and Gaethje have accrued records of 6-2, both losses attributed to Khabib Nurmagomedov and Charles Oliveira. With the series now tied 1-1, Gaethje boasts a 2-fight win streak, while Poirier holds a 2-2 record in his last 4 bouts. At UFC 286 in March 2023, Justin Gaethje faced off against Rafael Fiziev. Despite his pre-fight promises, the match turned into a slugfest. Gaethje secured a majority decision victory over Fiziev with scores of 29-28 and 28-28, originally aiming to control the fight without engaging in a brawl. Gaethje faced a third-round onslaught. However, he skillfully utilized his jab to survive and ultimately dominated the latter half of the round, securing the win. Fiziev, a formidable kickboxer ranked number 6, proved swift, posing challenges for Gaethje. His body kicks earned him an edge in the round. Gaethje's resurgence in the second round allowed him to dominate the third. Though he managed one takedown in the final moments, it had no substantial impact on the score. Gaethje's previous title fight saw him against Charles Oliveira at UFC 274. However, Oliveira was unable to retain the belt due to missing weight. Oliveira displayed his full potential in round 1, while Gaethje missed key opportunities. Gaethje's confidence grew after landing 2 consecutive strikes in a minute. He could have ended the fight, but his decision cost him the title. Oliveira capitalized on an opportunity for a takedown, subsequently securing a victory by submission as he choked Gaethje. Gaethje recognized his mistakes in allowing Oliveira to recover twice earlier in the match. Oliveira emerged the clear victor within 4 minutes of round 1. Another significant fight for Gaethje was against MMA icon Khabib Nurmagomedov, who dominated him on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi before retiring. In the first round, Gaethje landed leg kicks met with Khabib's right-hand counters. The exchange continued, with Khabib attempting an uppercut that transitioned into a jab. Gaethje's kick prompted Khabib's takedown, isolating an arm but running out of time. Although Khabib's coach emphasized the strategy, Khabib admitted emotions caused him to deviate from the plan. Nurmagomedov secured a second-round submission victory, maintaining his lightweight title. Khabib executed a smooth transition from armbar to triangle choke that forced Gaethje to tap out and almost put him to sleep. Post-fight, Khabib praised Gaethje's tremendous punching and kicking power, highlighting how it compelled adjustments to his game plan inside the octagon. "Nobody hit me harder than Justin Gaethje. His kick, his punch, left hook, right uppercut. He hits like a truck," Khabib noted. This was Khabib's first fight after his father's death from COVID-19 in July 2020. This victory held immense significance for the legend and was his last one. Before we move on to checking the options in front of Justin Gaethje, as always, stay informed by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the MMA action. Gaethje's victory over Poirier elevates him in the UFC lightweight rankings. The question remains, who will be Gaethje's next opponent? Options include Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira, or Conor McGregor. Gaethje expressed interest in facing Makhachev to prove he's not the indomitable force Khabib was. Makhachev's near defeat by featherweight champ Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 284 suggests vulnerability. He's been undefeated since an early UFC loss. "I know for a fact he's not Khabib, and I want to go in there and prove that," Gaethje pointed out. Makhachev, however, is a potential opponent for UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. The UFC might not oblige his request due to strong contenders in his own division, like Ilia Topuria. Oliveira defeating Makhachev and setting up a trilogy could complicate Gaethje's future fights. Meanwhile, Gaethje could vie for a title. Regardless of the many possible outcomes, Gaethje recognizes the importance of recovery. Intense training leaves fighters mentally and physically drained. Rest and healing are essential before re-entering the ring. Given Makhachev and Oliveira's October match, Gaethje should have sufficient time to rejuvenate. Conor McGregor previously challenged Gaethje at UFC 291. Although Gaethje seems uninterested, the lure of a significant payday could sway him towards a mega fight. A Gaethje-McGregor showdown promises excitement. Both boast knockout power, and Gaethje's aggressive approach forces opponents into defensive roles. McGregor employs circular movement to find attack angles. This battle of strategies could lead to a thrilling contest. Gaethje's wrestling background could exploit McGregor's wrestling vulnerabilities. If Gaethje plays defensively, clinching and delivering leg kicks, his chances increase. While Dana White insists on a Conor McGregor-Michael Chandler fight, McGregor's recent exchanges with Gaethje may disrupt plans. Although McGregor-Chandler is cooking for late 2023, details remain undisclosed. McGregor, having fought Poirier last in July 2021, suffered losses and injuries. Chandler hasn't fought since November, submitted by Poirier. Meanwhile, Dustin Poirier awaits his next opponent, acknowledging his loss to Gaethje. Poirier remains open to fights against Benel Dariush or Rafael Fiziev. Both contenders present opportunities for Poirier to reclaim his standing in the division. In the intricate landscape of the UFC, fighters like Gaethje face pivotal decisions that will shape their careers and legacies. But no matter what direction is set, fight fans would always be happy to see such cage warriors showing their skill and leaving their heart in the octagon. And that wraps up another fight story with MMA Station. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Thank you for joining us on this incredible ride. Until next time, stay hungry, stay passionate, and keep supporting the world of combat sports.